Hello, my name is Tactical Legos, and today we're going to be doing a little test run of this Axial SCX30 Chevy K10. And first I just wanted to, let me pop this open real quick. Alright, I popped this open and put the battery in the tray. And in my last video in the unboxing, I realized this after I'd uploaded and edited and everything. Sorry, that's off frame. Whenever you plug this in, it doesn't actually turn on. I thought that it was kind of like the bigger brother, but there is actually an on and off button. If this camera will focus here, there we go. You can see there's an on and off switch. You tap it to turn it on. And I'm a doofus once again. I forgot to turn on my radio first. Quickly just grab that. And then I'm pretty sure it's tap and hold to turn off. Maybe it's just hold. Okay, tap and hold work, but let's see if it's just hold as well. Okay, yeah, you tap it to turn it on, hold it to turn it off. So there is actually an on and off switch, which I had not noticed previously. So without further ado, let's get into test running this thing. Alright, so I have not run this on this before, and I'm also doing it one-handed, so this might not be the best footage. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a symptom of my one-handed there. I was trying to do a different line there. I also have not run this truck very much. Ooh. That looks nice, I like that. Just made this course right now, pretty much. So I also do not know the exact best line for this truck or this course. It's not terrible low speed control at all. It looks a little jittery because I'm using two fingers to steer right now. Or well, one finger to steer, one finger to actuate the throttle, and then my other hand's holding the camera, so I apologize. It's probably not the best driving or the best footage. I'll have to hopefully get out some more cherry-picked videos for y'all later. Getting a little high-sided there. Looks like it powered over nicely though. Ooh, that's nice. Gonna get high-sided again, but it powered through. And of course I messed it up because I was driving one-handed. What I intended to do there, we'll just do a little hand of God. I intended to do that. That was the game plan, and it definitely could, had I not been paying attention and maybe not looking through the camera. But that did pretty good, to be honest. For that did about what I'd expected to do. Let's reverse this, I guess. I don't know why I just did some weird swirl. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I gotta reposition my hand. Couldn't get enough steering authority. That's one of the issues with not having somebody to record. But it's alright. I like this. This looks nice. I hope it looks nice on the camera, because this looks nice to me. Got high-sided there. Let's pop it over there. Ooh, okay, that's... Keep getting high-sided right there. I was worried that would happen at that spot. But, ooh, it was still able to snake through. Nice. Let's get realigned here. Reposition myself a little bit. These tires seem like they're doing really good. I might have been wrong when I said they could be softer, because they are gripping very well so far. Of course, fingers in the frame. This is not the most difficult terrain possible, but so far, just my first thoughts are this is actually performing a lot better. Oop, didn't mean to hit it reverse. A lot better out of the box than I expected it to. Especially for something this small. Alright, I'm gonna reverse it through. Take a slightly different line this time. Instead of going over that rock, I'm gonna just cut it and see if I can come down, reverse on that rock, and go back up the same way. If that makes sense, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second if I can pull it off. Ooh. Can it recover? It can. I'll have to try that again here in just a second, see if I can get it more clean than that. Might not be able to with this current layout. I don't know, these are just some flower bed rocks that I've just thrown into a pile pretty much. Oops, got a jam there. Low speed control is honestly a lot better than I was expecting. Of course, I proceeded to lose all finger control there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that looked nice. I'll see if I can't back it up around it. Dang it, I don't have enough room to turn around up there. I've got a flower pot. Then my finger can't go all the way. Let me sit down real quick, maybe that'll help a little bit. Make my ankle stop screaming. Been kneeling for a couple minutes too long. That is not the right line. Let's try that again. Okay. I think I might see a line. If I can pull it off, that is. Nope, not that way. I feel like it can do it without modifying this course. I just want to get it done. If I could just get that drop down without tipping. Oh, maybe it can't. Maybe if I go more at that angle, it might be able to. I think that's how I went up it more. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now just because I'm wondering how goofy this will look, let's just see how it looks on some standard size gravel. Oh my gosh, it's hitting full flex on some of those points. Not this flatter stuff. That it's just rattling around. That's funny. I just had to see what that'd look like. This might not be the best footage, but I don't know, this might actually not be too terrible. Let's see how it does on some tree roots. I guess we'll start down here. Get positioned up here. See what we can do over here. Oh yeah, that does look pretty good actually. There we go, we saw that forward tipping point. Let's just get it a bit more refined and see exactly where that's at. Maybe can't do it right there. Let's try it. There we go. That's pretty good if you ask me. That's pretty good. I know the bigger K10 also had a pretty good one when I tested it. So overall, not too shabby. I'm liking this little guy. A lot more than I expected it to. I bet it could probably get up and over this. Let's see. Yep, no problem. Just had a little bit of issues with my single finger control there, but let's see if maybe we can do a little root riding real quick. There's that sideways tipping point. It's hard to tell on the camera, but we are on like a slope, and it's a bit steeper right here. You can kind of see. So not only is this root angling it, but we're also on a slope, so it looks a bit probably less challenging for this little guy than it is actually. Let's see if I can't ride down those. Ooh, yeah. Spin them around and try that reverse, I guess. And see if there's anything else in the yard this guy might look good on. This thing's so small, I might be able to get some good footage out of it just crawling on these little water riles or whatever. I think they're rillies or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's something, you know, whenever like water flows down your yard and makes a little stream that kind of looks like a riverbed, but it's not really. It's a little grown up by the weeds here. Stood him up on a weed there. Let's see, I think, yeah, there's something up here. We can continue this little test on. Let's see if it can get up and over that. It can. This thing is honestly really enjoyable. I'm having a lot more fun with this guy than I thought I would, to be honest. This is probably about gonna wrap it up though. I might have a few more spots. Of course, you'll be able to see how much more recording length they've got if you're watching the video, of course, but it's honestly pretty nice. Let's see if it can do some bushwhacking here. That's hilarious. That's honestly just hilarious how tiny it is. Let's see if it can't climb up and over this little rock right here. I bet it can. It can. I doubt it can go down it though. Let's try. Oh, it can. All right, well, I have officially run out of things to try this out on, at least in my yard. So until I, make something new, we'll have to stick with that recording, I guess. So I hope y'all enjoyed this test run. Should have some more refined videos or shorts or something coming out featuring this truck soon. I'll hopefully have some better camera work, some better driving and stuff. Hopefully I'll be more used to it by then. But anyways, hope to see y'all in the next one. And I guess that does it for this video.